सा ही तो फर्क है। वीआईपी सीट में और उसकी पिछली सीट में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वो जिसका मैदान ही खुला आसमान है, वही कल जमीन पर तो था। पूछोगे तो बताएगा वो पंछी। ये एक दायरे में सिमटने में और पूरी दुनिया को दायरा बनाने में बस इतना सा फर्क है। इतना कितना है? इतना है या इतना है? जो नापेगा वो जाने कि जहां धरती और आसमान मिलते हैं, नानपुर से दूर, अगर मगर शायद से दूर, वहां भी दोनों में फर्क बस इतना सा है। धरती और सातवें आसमान में फर्क बस इतना सा है। ये एक अंतर प्रेरणा है। ये हमारी, आपकी, हम सब की अंतर प्रेरणा है। एक कदम, एक छलांग, एक बाजी, एक गहरी सांस और एक ललकार खुली हवाओं में कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन फिजाओं के लिए, कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन ऊंचाइयों के लिए जो ऊंची तो बहुत है पर नामुमकिन भी नहीं, क्योंकि मुमकिन और नामुमकिन में बस इतना सा फर्क है। धूप छांव में फर्क बस इतना सा। तो बस चलिए फ्रैंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं। फ्रैंचाइज इंडिया।
Hello, very good evening. Thank you very much for joining this special webinar. We really value your time and appreciate that you have taken out time to join this opportunity with Franchise India webinar, which is Independent Franchise Consultant webinar. Independent franchise consultant would mean it's a specialist, how to start your own business specialist. And Franchise India is a trusted advisory firm for the last 26 years. And it is a platform which is how to start your own business platform. So let me introduce also first why we are all on this panel. We are supporting all our IFC channel partners who are there in the system. And we have today Jitendra, if you can check on the screen, he is from our Ahmedabad market. So he is there in Gujarat taking care of all IFCs and helping them locally. We have Rupesh has joined us from Mumbai office. And we also have FIHL. He is there in Tamil Nadu, Chennai office and taking care of Tamil Nadu and our Kerala market. We have Pooja and Amit, both have joined us from Pune office, and we have our own office in Pune, and they help Pune and the rest of Maharashtra, our teams there. Kapil is also the party team member of FIHL in Chennai. And if you can check, we have also Simon there, and Simon is helping us in terms of training and development. So he has just finished the one batch who were there in Delhi office for training 3 days, and he is completely helping in terms of this training program. We also have Kanika Khera. She's also from corporate office, and she has a team who is further helping all our IFC channel partners with joint calls and supporting them in their own business. So my name is Sanjay. I am CEO Director of Franchise India Consultants Private Limited, wherein we have 97 cities network today. We have more than 140 IFC partners today in 97 cities, as I said. What we do, we help one side investors how to start your own business, because then there's a lot of hand-holding, there's a lot of advisory which is required before anyone would select any opportunity and would invest. Today, as a survey, 60% of investors who are first-time business buyers. So it's a very, very highly risky for them to invest any of our opportunity wherein they have no understanding, they have no background, no skills on that part, how to select, because every market is unique, every brand is unique, and every investor is unique. So that's how we help them in supporting them throughout, from starting to till end, to signing the deal structuring for them. And other side, we also are helping businesses at startup level, especially, and build their make them ready for franchise and then take them to the new markets. So we help investors on one side, so we bring in investments. We help businesses on other side, so would mean that we help in scaling our business. And third is also resale. So if there is anyone who have taken any franchisee earlier and would want to resell this business, and we also help. There's no other company outside who have got investments to help investors one side and help businesses to scale up into different markets and also helping them in the reselling of that business. So today we also have joined our chairman, Mr. Gaurav Maria, and Ms. Sonia Chaudhary. She is managing director of this business. So today we largely understand three segments of this business. One is what is Franchise India journey, what we have done till now, what is being 26 look like, and why there was a requirement and need of this brokerage form of this business, why we need to go and help investors. And second, what is Franchise India business in this, and also we will understand what kind of opportunity is there in terms of franchising. So how big this industry is overall. So third, we will also understand an opportunity as an IFC partner, which is there for you. So we look forward for some passionate people who want to start advisory business, but at the same time, this is not for everyone, because this is very, very niche segment, and we want only those professionals who want to start a consulting practice. And we'll understand more on these opportunities today in this webinar. And for that, I would like to invite Mr. Gaurav Maria first, who would set the perspective, and welcome you all once again. Thank you, sir, for joining in, sir. Over to you.
Thank you, Sanjay, and welcome, friends, and welcome to this very special webinar called Independent Franchise Consultant. This is actually a journey to become yourself a consultant and advise people who want to start their entrepreneurial journey. So it's a very unique opportunity where you will work as a consultant, or I would call it, you'll work as a start your own business specialist and advising people who want to get into business. So if you really see, this is one of the biggest demands we have in our country today. Everybody wants to become an entrepreneur. Everybody wants to start something of their own. They want to be their own boss, but there is nobody to help you. Look at the environment around us. It's encouraging startups. It's telling people then they can start their own business. But is there anybody which is there which helps you really to start the business? And Franchise India was started 26 years back with only one promise, that we will be a platform which can help people start their entrepreneurial journey. And we're very proud in these last 26 years, we have not only serviced our country, we're now available in 9 other countries and world's largest franchise development company. So before I get into talking about the business model and the financial model and how it really works and how you can really become a partner with Franchise India and start your own consulting practice, I'll invite Sonia. Sonia is a managing director of Franchise India, hugely experienced. Last 2 decades, she has contributed in the industry to build the entire franchise brokerage industry. It was very complex, actually, to go out in the market and say, we can help you start your own business and get you the right opportunity. It was very, very complex journey. I'll let Sonia talk about her journey, talk about Franchise India's journey, how in last 26 years, we've not only helped millions of entrepreneurs, but also worked with a lot of brand owners to scale their businesses. We work with all the time, we're working with a lot of brands which have aspiration to really become regional, national, international, and we help them in their scale strategy. So over to you, Sonia, for setting the perspective, and then I'll take over from there.
Thank you, friends, and a very good evening to all of you. I'll start with giving you a little background about the company Franchise India. And I would also request, I was seeing some of you had some questions, and I saw some of you raising your hands. We have a Q&A box. You can write any questions that you have. We'll be happy to answer anything that you want us to, and also to make it more engaging and interactive. We'll also have some set of questions that we like to ask you to understand your profile and also your requirement better, so that we can put a context to what we talk. So starting with Franchise India, friends, we are a trusted advisor to, I would say, many of the India's most influential business houses, and also a very big community of business buyers. And there has been a very big latent need. When we started back in 26 years back in 1999, there was a very big latent need, both with, I would say, the companies wanting to expand, and more importantly, a very big business buyer aspirational community of entrepreneurs who were looking at buying a business, but there was nobody, and there was a big gap in the market that we saw then. So as I speak, that was a vision that we had at Franchise India Group level, which was to make every Indian self-reliant through entrepreneurship. And democratization of entrepreneurship has been the core driver of our business, which means that we wanted to make entrepreneurship accessible to everyone. And over these years, we have worked very hard to deepen the return to the community that we serve, and also I would say, in these 26 years, not only I would say we have been there in the market and sustained, but I would say we have been leading with a market share of about 90 odd percent, which is possible only through the continuous investment that we have done in our brand, in the equity and the community at large. So at the group level, we are a fully integrated franchise solution company, and very humble to say we are the world's largest franchise development distribution company. And as we started growing, we also started building and evolving our capabilities at the group level so that we're able to add value to the entire franchise ecosystem. And our positioning has always been investor-centric and franchise-focused, where we work very closely with the investor community. We work with you, we handhold you through the entire journey, so to say, of buying a business, and franchise focused because we work with companies and we help them expand. So overall, we have interest in franchising, licensing, real estate, mid-market M&A, and we have been operating through 4 big, group companies of ours, which is broadly, I would say there are many companies, but there are 4 big platforms. One is our media platform. Second is our consulting platform, or consulting arm, as I would call it. Third is our brokerage business, and fourth is our investments that we have also made at Franchise India. So we're a media company, or the media house. We run the biggest exhibition company in the world. We run the biggest platform, which is franchiseindia.com, where nearly 16,000 companies are listed. 1 million investors come with this website to explore opportunities. And also the leading magazine of in franchising or business or the startup ecosystem. We run about 3 leading magazines in this space, starting with Entrepreneur, which is the world's top 3 magazines. Headquartered in America. We are their partners for Asia Pac, India. We also run Franchising World, which is our own publication that we started in 1999, another publication by the name of Retailer. And approximately 120 big exhibitions we do every year. And some of these exhibitions are the world's largest franchise expos, where our flagship event is one that we do in Pragati Maidan. Some of you might have visited or heard about the show. This is the world's largest franchise show, which brings about 600 companies from across the world and about 50,000 business buyers. And the first time ever, we are also doing a premium version of this show in Bombay, which would happen in the month of November 19th and 20th. We're doing that in Geo Convention. That would bring almost about 25,000 business buyers. And again, global companies and national companies from India and across markets globally who would come and represent their opportunity. Our second part of our business, which is consulting, is a company where, again, we have a big partnership with a company called Francop, which was acquired by Franchise India about 18 years back. And Francop is the world's largest franchise consulting company based out of America. And this company works with brands to make them franchise ready. And it is present in about 25 countries, and about 47-year-old legacy the company has. And some of the names that you all can reckon with franchising, names like McDonald's, names like KFC, Hilton Hotels, Hershey's, all these names globally have been consulted by Francop. And India, we also have worked with the top companies, starting from, I would say, corporates to enterprise, unicorns. We have worked with all of them. And a third part of our group company is a brokerage transaction, where we take a mandate from a business buyer who's looking at investing his money in some active business. And we also take a mandate on the other side from companies who want to expand, maybe through primary expansion, which is opening their franchisees, or through selling of their businesses, which means a business exit. Somebody who wants to maybe close and appoint or resale their business. And lastly is our investment arm, where we also are investors in many international companies where we own the rights of the entire country, which include some of the names like, and there are broadly 3 categories where we have major interest in, which is education, where we have partnership with companies like Direct English, which is UK's leading English language training company present in 22 countries across the globe. A company called Action Coach, which is again the leading company when it comes to executive executive coaching. And also food is an important category that we have been investing for very, very long. And we are partners with some of the international brands like Barcelos, which is a South African chain, a brand called Rasna. We all know we are the master licensee for India. So like that, we have almost about 30 such investments where we run as brands or business owners ourselves. And we always felt as a prime mover of the ecosystem of franchising, we have built a very strong equity with the larger community of business buyers, aspiring entrepreneurs who engage through all these platforms, take advice before investing in a business. And also for companies, we offer a very strong proposition through our marketing platform, through our consulting platform, which works with companies, make them franchise ready. And through our larger distribution today that we have not only in India, about 97 cities, but also global markets, about 9 international markets that we currently are present in, where we bring international brands to Indian market and also export a lot of Indian brands to these global markets. And we always felt we played a very important role of being a catalyst in the franchise ecosystem. So our role was to go beyond just offering services, but to also educate companies to go through responsible franchising and sustainable business model that we work very closely with the stakeholders. And the other is to obviously work with the business buyer community so that they're able to take an informed decision of buying a business. So, and why franchising? Because we always felt the opportunity, in franchising industry is very, very big, and everyone who, and like you, if you want to become partners with us, it is very important for you also to understand how big this industry is. So that's the first thought which comes to somebody's mind, if the industry is big enough. And even if, yes, it is, then is it going to sustain and be relevant in the times to come? So I'll request, now Gaurav, if you can maybe take us through some of the fundamentals of franchising, an overview of the industry at large, followed by, how the IFC business model works for us. Over to you.
Thank you, Sonia, and thank you for highlighting what has been done by Franchise India. Franchise India has been last 26 years in the endeavor to really service the larger entrepreneurial community. But if I really make one thing which I am very proud of our journey, is that we changed this whole industry from a seller to a buyer industry. When I started, there used to be companies going out and saying, I'm looking for a franchise, and people would queue up. And there were very few companies which were offering franchise. Rather, people would go to, politicians, senior people to source right businesses, because it was so difficult for a common man or a common investor to find an opportunity. And I always used to hate that, because if I'm investing money, I have full right to know what businesses I can do. And that's where the journey really triggered for me. And when I saw that this is not the way it should be done, like in everything, the buyer has a choice. And today we are very proud that every single investor can come to Franchise India, can explore hundreds and hundreds of opportunities in different industries and choose what is right for them. Rather, we take them through a cycle of what I call the information, evaluation, and negotiation, which means that we give them a lot of information on different opportunities. We help them evaluate what is the right opportunity for them and help them negotiate the right contract. So friends, this part alone became humongous for us. It has now today, we are very proud that over 1 crore people come to Franchise India over the time and have benefited to start what is in it. Not everybody would start a business. Some would come explore, some would make a decision much later. But lakhs and lakhs of people have actually realized their entrepreneurial dream to start something for themselves because they had an opportunity to do it. And a country like India, which has 60% of people are first-time business buyers. I'm sure out of you who have joined in this webinar would also yourself how difficult it becomes. If you're first time starting a business, ask yourself how difficult it is to choose what is right for you. You feel so insecure, you have a lot of risk around you, a lot of confusion around you, what business would be there and what business I should do. And we simplified the whole process. And today, people, if they follow our methodology, which we put for next 30 days, you can choose the right business. And most likely, you will reduce your risk. You will be more intelligent to make the decision to start the business. Now, friends, saying that, you all also come here for a business opportunity. I will take you through the whole same process, what I do with any other investor which comes to me. I give you about 10 points. Each point I will explain. And then you need to do self-evaluation. That is it something which you want to do? Right? It's very important because as Sanjay was saying, this is not for everyone. Not everyone wants to be a consultant. In this month, I'm sitting on 28th. I've stayed 3 nights only at my home. Rest, I was almost every day a new city and meeting clients, meeting companies, and so on and so forth. Did about 9 seminars in this whole month. All that you can only do if you love your work. Because I love my work, I can do that. Everywhere I go, people tell me that how can you travel 25 days every day, get up morning 5 o'clock, take another flight? But this is what I live for, right? Because I love my clients and I love my business, and that's what takes me on. So if you are somebody who has that same interest, that you want to make change in people's life, when entrepreneurs come and tell that your strategies work for them, their life has changed because they got a new business. They have many other things happening in that thing, or sometimes they come and tell you this doesn't work, or this business which I chose didn't work. It hits you. And that's what happens with me all the time. So that's why it makes me even more working harder, that I want to really service people even more what I am doing currently. So let's go on this journey of 10 points, one by one. And I will let Sonia, you can jump in anytime, Sanjay, or anybody else also contribute. Anything comes to your mind. Let's make it interactive. Let me start with one question which I want to ask friends first. Introduce yourself on the Q&A box. There is a Q&A box. Introduce yourself. If you are somebody who is a professional, it means that you're in job, write P. Just write P, we know that you are a professional. If you are doing a business, write B. If you are a consultant, some kind of consulting experience you have, it means that you're a trainer, you have coaching experience, you are a professional advisor, any kind of business advisory you've done, write MC, management consultant. And the last option is, if you're not doing something currently, write C, which means that you're on career change. You're in career change. I'll repeat: P for professionals, B for business owners, MC for management consultant, and C for career change. Let's go out and write on the Q&A box, and I would like to take and maybe welcome you all personally. So Neeraj, congratulations. You're the first one to write. I always love people who write the first. Why? Because they're proactive. They're proactive. They want to really sound. So Neeraj Ahuja is the first person. Welcome. He's a business owner. Suman Raj, welcome. He's also a business owner. Sujan Kumar is also a business owner. All business owners have come. They maybe are looking for diversification. And then we have Haseeb, who's a business owner and a management consultant. I like to know a little more about you, Haseeb. And then we have Jimsa Das, is career change. It's good to have that situation. You know, in my situation, I was in US for many months, and that time I was not doing business, and was in between of some business I was doing. And those 3-4 months in my life has been the most important months, because I was able to reflect what I wanted to do in my life. And career change is a great opportunity. If you get that opportunity, you can reflect. Rather, I was one time doing not the easiest thing which entrepreneurs have to do, fire somebody. So I was telling somebody to leave the organization. I told them exactly the same thing. I told them that there is a good and a bad news. Bad news is obviously you're going out of the company. Good news is that now you can take a decision where you want to go, right? And that is good and bad news, right? It's so good, and it reflects very differently. So Ganesh, welcome. PNB, Mr. Umakant, welcome. C. Sushila Rao, welcome. Annie Grace, welcome. Mohammad Nawaz, welcome. Surinder is a C. Srinatha is a professional. Sri Satya is MC. We'd like to know more. Swaminathan is MC and an HR consultant. Actually, the best consultants we can have are HR consultants, because the most difficult job on the earth is HR, right? Because you have to manage people's expectations, and that's exactly what we do. It's a human-to-human business. I mean, a lot of people come to me and say, "What business you are in? Are you business to business, business to consumer?" I say, "No, human to human. We just do human-to-human business." We understand what people are looking at and give them service. So HR consultants are in human-to-human business, right? They're the best people for any kind of professional advisory work, because they understand setting expectations, right? So Nikhil, welcome. Ritu is an MC again. Welcome, Ritu. And Shikha Patel, and apologies if I've taken some name wrong. Professional, Sai Kiran is again a C. Sid Rampal is a management consultant. Sid, we would like to know a little more from you also. Dakshat Bhatia is a professional. Parsa is a management consultant. Amol is a management consultant. Abhijit is a management consultant. Vasan is a management consultant. So great. So a lot of people of a great profile have joined today. So very happy to have that. Abdul Jeed is a consultant. And then we have Mr. Khan. He's a career change counselor and study abroad. Study abroad consultant is very close to what we like, because again, you're setting somebody's career opportunity. When people study abroad, they're looking for a long-term career. It's also a very difficult decision. Actually, buying a business is among the top 5 decisions of your life. Children's education also comes in the first 5, right? So this is very important decision. A lot of people think that buying a house and doing the entire thing are difficult. Getting your children married, getting your children education, getting your own career are the most difficult decision of your adult life, right? So it's one of the most difficult decisions when you want to really start a business. Is among the top 5 complex decisions. So you are already doing, Mr. Khan, one of them, because study abroad is education decision for parents. It's a very complex decision, and especially when it's study abroad, it is combination of 2. One is study, and second, sending your kids miles and miles and miles away, right? I was in Dubai recently, and one of my friends came for dinner, and he was not having the dinner. He was all the time talking because the Canada situation was going on. And he says, what should I do? I bring my kids back. And then he has 2 sons actually studying in Canada. So that's what happens. So I just, Hazib is also a strategic management background. Very good to know. Mr. Rao is a career change. Amul is a 6 Sigma consultant. Very good to have Amul. And Mohammad Rafiq is a business owner. So congratulations, all of you, for being very accomplished people. So great. Let's get started on the 10 points, what we need to do. I like the group today because it's very interactive. All of you are sharing. Similarly, share your questions. Ask as many questions you want to do about the opportunity, about franchising, Franchise India, anything from our side, our panel. We will be more than happy to do that. So all the panel members, please keep looking at the question, because I'll get started and I don't want to miss any questions. So any question that comes in, Simon, if you can just take it up and see any question which you want for me to be taken. Okay. So whenever you're looking to start any business, leave aside you want to become an independent franchise consultant or join Franchise India. But if you want to start a journey of any business, I will again do the same 10 points in order. The first is there enough opportunity, right? And the industry. The first is very important, because whatever you're going to do in that, if the industry itself is small and it's not big enough, it's not growing, you will not grow. Large part of things happen what I call by the timing. All my success in life, wherever I have got success, I've got a lot of failures, has always been my timing. If my timing was right, I was the right time, right place, it would be very successful, right? So it has to be all timing, right? You have to be a right time, right place. So opportunity of franchising is, I will give it in 3 parts. First, opportunity of franchising globally is $4.7 trillion. Much bigger than Indian GDP. We are all excited about Indian GDP. It's much bigger than Indian GDP, right? That's global. India is a bigger story. We are $180 billion in system sales in franchising. Almost everything we consume is coming from franchise, from Amul to Mother Dairy to Haldiram to you go to other services, healthcare, Apollo, Dr. Lal, Metropolis, schools, from DPS to Eurokids to Kidsy, to any kind of consumption you're doing. Go fashion, go healthcare, go fitness. You see any kind of spectrum, even to a courier guy who delivers courier at your home, most likely it is coming from a franchise. The Uber you take next time, you're getting into a micro franchise. This guy is also a franchise. So anything and everything we consume, just open up your mind today. You might see that industry or a brand, but behind that is franchising. The next time you pick up a Bisleri bottle, while you say that it's a great brand from Parle, but it actually is coming from a franchise. Next time you pick up a Coke bottle, you might think that this is Coke, world's biggest brand name, but it's coming from a franchise. It's a bottler who's given the franchise under it. So anything we consume today across sectors, and I would say complex sectors like healthcare, even education, everything is franchised. So from today, when you start thinking around everything around you, you will start seeing that everything is coming from a franchise. So franchising impacts day-to-day life. It's a very large industry. It is growing by 30% in India, and it impacts our day-to-day life. And because India is the largest consumption market, friends, please carefully understand. Franchising is directly proportionate to consumption. India is the largest consumption market, and by far it will be the largest consumption market for next 50 years. By population becoming richer, you can easily say what is going to be the biggest franchise market in the world. 100% India, right? So we will become world's largest franchise marketplace in next 50 years just by the sheer consumption. And we are already second, but the first one is United States. And United States have built global brands. To beat global brands is not easy. That's why so many years will take. But we will certainly, by consumption and the number of franchisees, we will overtake US in next 20 years, much higher than US in terms of number of franchise operating. But from a system sales viewpoint, we will take some more years to come there. So it's definitely the market to be in. So if you're in 80s in the United States, you can say anybody can become a billionaire in this country. Similar thing you can tell in India. And if you are with the right kind of industry, you can become a billionaire. I know a lot of friends in US. I know our Patels who own 500 hotels. Somebody would own 200 hotels, 100 hotels. There are people who own 100 7-Elevens. There's somebody who would own 50 Burger Kings and likes of them. These all are started happening here. I have so many people I know who has 50 Adidas stores. Somebody has 20 Levi stores. And so not only just this unit franchise, but a lot is happening on multi-unit, a lot happening on masters. India is a lesser penetrated global brand marketplace. Only 13% of world's brands are available. In Dubai, it's 60%, 65%. So look at where we are, how this is going to change. Even if you become 50% of world brands want to come to India, if they come, how big the market we are talking about. And if you go by category, Marriott has said the largest marketplace for them for next 10 years is going to be India. They would add more rooms than any part of the world. So all these are given examples what is happening in India. So franchising is a great industry, great opportunity. Not that I come from franchise industry, but it's an industry which you can do your own statistics and understanding. It's a top industry to be in at this moment. So that's an opportunity. Second, our business model. There can be an opportunity, but is there a business model which is very, very strong and stabilized? Now look at the entire brokerage market, right? There are two other brokerage I will give example. One is property brokerage. How big is the industry? It's a multi-billion dollar industry. It's about $8 billion brokerage industry only in real estate broking, right? And what do? The developers already have their name. So you know Lodha, you know DLF, you know Prestige, you know these big groups, and they have direct teams. But why people still go to a broker? The entire industry is run by brokers. And these can be large brokers like JLL, the CBREs and likes of them. And there can be a micro brokers which are available in the market. But 1 million brokers exist and they've been existing for a while. Mature markets, this market. Why? Because the buyer always need assistance and needs choices. They need to know what all is available. And they need facilitation to do that. This is in the market which I'm saying, which is very mature. Brokerage is required. In a market like business brokering, which is franchise industry, which is not even mature, you cannot even find out which brands are available, which opportunities are available. Can you buy a running business? Can you buy a new business? How do you do the transaction? Every business is complex. Every location is complex. So the consultant role becomes even more important, right? So what do? We bring opportunities and entrepreneurs together. There is no limit to opportunities. And there are so many entrepreneurs. Every home has somebody who is looking to start a business. When people ask me where to start, I say every home, including your own, has somebody who wants to start a business. That's what the opportunity is all about. Right? One of my new IFC partners who just finished his training about 3-4 days back and brought his nephew to meet me. Right? And this nephew has met me 1 year back. This was always available, but he never approached. When he told everybody, or maybe sent in something on a Facebook that I've become an independent franchise consultant, here this guy comes in and say, look, I'm already in touch with this company and I was supposed to sign up with them, but not able to do it. And here you come because I know you better. Right? So this is how it starts. It starts from everybody around you. And that's the business model. And the business model is not new. It's been proven globally. And in India, 26 years, we have done world's best business in franchising. So the business model is proven. It's a proven model. It's not something we're trying out. We are doing this for 26 years, serious effort in the marketplace. We have sold more business than anybody else in this world. That's why we write, nobody sells more business than Franchise India. That's a registered trademark, and that we believe in. And that we believe in, that we will continue to be the market leader when it comes to selling a business. So that's the second point. The third point is market share. You know, which company you're joining in? Franchise India you're joining in? What is the market share Franchise India holds? So friends, we hold 90% market share. Find out any other company. Even if you open up a tea shop in this country, you'll have a lot of duplicate tea shops. You open up anything in this country because people just copy you. Not that people have not copied us. They have tried. My ex-employees have done it. A lot of other people have done it. But nobody is able to put the size and the structure and the infrastructure required, which we've done. So 90 plus cities we run and operate. Every place we have world-class offices, which are well invested. So when people walk into our offices, our branches, our places like that, they feel confident. They feel that this company is here for long term. And that's what our commitment to the market is. We are not just a boutique consulting firm. We are a full corporation running with the full infrastructure to support what we want to do. And that's exactly where we bring the difference. Because the difference is it creates an entry barrier for anybody to start this. How you would aggregate 1,000+ brands who would sign exclusively expansion with you because of our infrastructure and capability of doing 200 shows a year and so on and so forth, which Sonia was telling. This exclusivity comes on a price. This is not a small investment, friends. The hundreds of crores have gone into building that capability over the time. I always remember, I read somewhere, a Coca-Cola chairman was saying one time that if I lost everything, my all bottling plants and everything, any infrastructure we had, and I had intact my brand and what I stand for, I will recreate it in no time. And when COVID happened, I told my team the same thing. I said, if we have the brand and people who know us, Franchise India has benefited. Even my offices are shut today. We cannot open up because of lockdown. We'll still do business. And that's exactly what happened every single day. Even in the deepest of the lockdowns, we had webinars. We have thousands of people attending our webinars and we were selling businesses. Because hope was not gone. Hope was always there. Like I sold a business in first week of April in Patna, a school franchise for 15 crores. And asked the gentleman, why you want to invest today? He says, my friend, this is COVID going on. And I am going to start my school next year in 2021, right? So it is a good time to invest. I can easily supervise, get the school ready. It will be ready by that time. My infrastructure would be ready. And then I will open up when COVID and everything is gone. So people think 10 years, 20 years. He was not thinking that month, right? He was thinking to build a business which will last for 50 years. That's how people do business. And I was impressed with his intelligence. And we signed on first month of exemplary lockdown going on. We signed a big deal of 10, 15 crores for selling a main school. So that's the power of our market share. Fourth point is, how do we make a business model which is sustainable? Now, this is a very big question. A lot of people come to me, the exciting ideas, but I don't see them lasting for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. Something would disrupt it. If you become an independent franchise consultant, or leave aside independent franchise consultant, you become a consultant. Some of you are already there. You will never go out of business Never go out of business, because it is a business which appreciates, not depreciates. More knowledge you get, more network you have, more experience you are, more you go up. It's like becoming a doctor. More patients you see. I was sitting with a doctor in Dubai, and he says, why Indian doctors are more popular everywhere in the world? He says, because they see more patients. That's exactly. Because if they see more patients, they have more experience. That's why they are able to execute better in different countries. Imagine you're living in a country which has a population of 50,000 people, and you're a doctor there. You have no experience, because people don't get sick. All 50,000 would not get sick. But India, because we have opportunity to work with so much, our experiences rise much faster. We become much more intelligent. That's why our consulting minds are better than in the world. I get impressed when I go and see people working in France or Germany and places like that, and I get into KPMG or EY or anybody, most likely he's an Indian guy. And especially when it comes to numbers and other things, it's always Indian. Why? Because we have more experience. We are much more groomed in the consulting area, and we are a great consultant because we're committed, we are available, we are dependable. If people call me on Sunday, most likely they will understand that Gaurav Maria would pick up phone. But if I call any European in Sunday, he's not going to pick up phone. Right? So we are more dependable. We are more responsible. We are more available. We are more bankable. So that's why we become consultant. And this business model is hugely sustainable for years and years and years, provided you are putting the time into this business. Now come to the fifth point, is return on capital. Now, because it's a small investment to become an independent franchise consultant, my friends, return on capital has no meaning. But there are other two ROIs which are very, very important. The second ROI is return on intelligence. More intelligent you are, more you can make money in this business. And we tell you how to do it. And second ROI is return on involvement. How you make yourself involved in the business so that you can earn more. You know, I lightly say a lot of people will ask me that why you don't have a consultant. So I tell everyone that, look, I work 5 to 6 hours extra than anybody when work. So do your calculation, how many hours I would go ahead of that person in a month, how many hours I will go ahead of a person in a year. Because I'm putting 5 to 6 hours extra than anybody person. So my normal day is 14 hours, 15 hours working, right? So if I'm doing 14, 15 hours, it's very hard to compete with me because I'm putting more hours, right? That's an involvement business, right? And that's something which you understand, right? You create your own differentiation. And because I work hard, my organization work hard. Because my organization work hard, you cannot compete with the organization also, because now we are working very, very hard. My people almost have Saturday, Sundays gone into events. They are working on events on Saturday, Sunday. And some of my team members don't even question me that the last 4 Sundays, somehow I've not been in my home, and they're always working, right? But they also enjoy, they travel overseas, they have rewards, they have other things, and they get this, if I take their 20 days extra of their weekends, I give them 20 days of good holidays where they can really have holiday, right? So that's the bargain which we do. Then we get to another point, which is 6th point. Sometimes you see an opportunity which is good, but can you do it? That question keeps coming to you. Would I be a successful consultant? Is there ease of doing business? So friends, we have over the time put 4 things which are very, very important, right? And these 4 things I don't change for anybody. First is training. Training is heart of our business. On this call, while Sonia and I do training ourselves, but we have 2 senior consultants who are members available. One is Kanika and Simon, who are part of our leadership training structure. We spend a lot of time. And if you want to have questions, what kind of training we do, reach out to them. They will give you a full detail, every single small detail, what kind of training we need to do. And training is a constant process. Train every day, every single day. I have to train myself every single day. Sonia has to train herself every single day. My team members who are there, they have to train. And every single partner who comes in, every single day we need to train. We cannot go to bed without saying that I learned something extra today. Bedtime doesn't start unless and until we tell ourselves there was something I added to my life. which was not yesterday, right? So that's the commitment on training. And you have to also attend 3 days, Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, 8 o'clock in the morning for your training. That's very important. Second C stands for, it's T. First is T. C stands for culture. We have built a phenomenal franchise advisory culture, which has come over the time. There are things we do the way we do. And there is a way we run our businesses and our relationships, our engagement with our entire thing. I am on 1,450 WhatsApp groups. It looks crazy, but I have to finish all WhatsApp groups before I go to sleep. Like yesterday night, I had late flight. I still finished all my WhatsApp groups because I have to see what is going on. There might be in one WhatsApp group, somebody is not happy, and that can be an opportunity, right? That I can go out and service these people. And if you cannot commit to that culture, it's difficult then. Then second C stands for communication. How you communicate to everyone. Like I'm communicating to you now, how you communicate to your ecosystem, how you tell people that what you do, what is your existence, what is your role and what you are as a brand. Now, one of the modules of training is how you can make yourself as a brand. That's very, very important. Then last thing is the methodology. Over the time, we have mastered that methodology of becoming a business advisory expert. How do you advise people for either investments, scaling, or exit their businesses? So we call the TCCM principle, which makes you run this business and successfully run the business. Couple of things which can qualify you, which is the 7th point. How do you qualify yourself and say, I'm fit for consulting, I can do this? 3 things, right? 1, you have to be extremely persistent. Somebody who has exceptional value of persistence, right? To me, they are exceptional quality, exceptional human quality to be a persistent. 2nd, you need to have 100 free hours available with you, which you can contribute on your business. And 3rd, you are a super networker. You never leave an opportunity not to network, right? You need to rather put yourself into situations which give you opportunity to network with people so that you can tell what you do. So if you have these 3 qualities or you want to work on these 3 qualities, then you can be a good consultant. Now, 8th point or 9th point, I don't know, I'm missing that pointing structure, is where is the growth for you? So when you start, you become an independent franchise consultant, but Sanjay would give you a presentation how you go up the ladder, and you can also create a firm. Firm means you can also have exclusivity in some regions. Bigger cities we don't give, but in smaller cities, I'm looking for even exclusive firm partner, which can have, say, this city, and I would be the only consultant for Franchise India. I run a full office of Franchise India and run a full business of Franchise India in that. I'd say wherever city you come from, as we are already in 90 plus cities, so not many cities have exclusivity, but if your city has some exclusivity and I like your profile, I can talk about that because cities are going very, very fast out, but we already in major cities where we cannot give. So only cities which are not given by, not held by anybody. And that also tells me that if you want to share your city, I can quickly tell you where I can do, I cannot do. So go out and write in Q&A box and just tell your city so we know what needs to be done. My final point is what is the next steps, right? You want to do this and you really feel that you are made to become a franchise consultant. And so 3 things you need to ask yourself. First, your fitment. 2nd, long-term commitment. 3rd, what is your financial goal? If a financial goal also matches with what we are doing it, and I can tell you, you can think anything. You can think you want to make 5 lakhs a month, 10 lakh rupees a month, 50 lakh rupees a month, or 1 crore a month. There is a plan and there is a resources, right? And the industry is big enough. It's very, very big enough. If somebody comes and say, I want to do 5 crores, you can do it. But issue is how much commitment you are bringing into the system, right? How much is your commitment in the system? That's very, very big question. So 3 things you need to ask yourself. If these 3 things come right and fit, then 4th thing, you need to reach out to our stakeholders. Stakeholders, and tell them that they can organize a call with me or Sonia or Sanjay, and we will have discussion. You can ask us as many questions. We will also ask you few questions, which are very important. And if we still feel that all four have gone right, the fourth one also goes right, then we can shake hand and become partners for life. So friends, this was something which I wanted to share with you. I know I always run over time because this is my passion. This is what I do for a living. And it's also very important for me that every single partner who joins in also benefits, makes a lot of good value out of this. I'm able to impact their lives. I'm able to help them to put up a full journey of their own career. So if you are interested, we are interested. And if you're serious about this, we are very serious about you. So that's something which is my last message. And I will pass it on to Sanjay. Let me see if somebody has written something. Okay. So Tom from Kerala is a professional consultant in Kerala. Kerala is my very big focus market, my friend. And we are doing very well. We are doing every month. We're doing now events in Kerala because it's a huge market, great awareness. Everybody has awareness on brands because they travel, especially Middle East and other parts of the world. And they are well-traveled people. A lot is happening in Kerala at different levels. And we're very excited about that. Vanna, I like your background. You're a brand consultant. It just fits in very, very. So somebody is from Thrissur, actually, in Kerala. That's also very good. Jimsa Das is from that. There's somebody from Warangal. Warangal, we have done many events. Great city, very entrepreneurial city. Surprisingly, Warangal is very entrepreneurial city. And we can really think, Mr. Sujan Kumar, we can do that. Shimoga is again a great city. I want to do Shimoga. I want to open up an office there. And Warangal, I want to open up an office there. Chandigarh, we have office. Shivam, we are in Godrej building in Chandigarh. That I think the prime building there. But I can meet you. Sumer, who's my colleague there, will talk to you, and I'm going to be there in Chandigarh, so we can set up a meeting. Somebody's from Mumbai. Mumbai, we are in Andheri East. We have a large office there, but we are very keen to add IFC partners in Mumbai because the biggest market is Mumbai, and there's a huge opportunity in Mumbai. And we're doing also a very big seminar with Sonia and I run called Scale Up, and where we help brand owners to scale their business. It's a 3.5 hour kind of a seminar, very impactful. And next month we have many seminars like that. So somebody wants to attend, please. Hazib is from Kerala again. Hazib, welcome. And Sujan is Telangana. Somebody's Hyderabad, Guwahati. Guwahati is again market. We have one partner there in Guwahati. Dashat Bhatia is from Mohali. Mohali is going crazy by infrastructure. You see the Mohali shops all around where you go is retail being established. And when I look at them, people look at real estate. I look at them business opportunity. Every single showroom there is 3 opportunities: ground floor, first floor, second floor. I see them 3 businesses going there. Right? Sometimes I go on one street, there's a Mohali city center. This whole street. And I look at the street and say, count you how many businesses are going to come there. And it shocks you. Even if I start today on that street itself, and I don't come out 5 years and just to work on that street and help people to do business, there is enough business to do. That's what the greatness about India is. One single street, which is about 2.5 kilometers, would house maybe 500 businesses. Because there are 3, 4, 5-story buildings. Somebody would have to do coaching center, restaurant, gym, this, that. You can go crazy, right? And most of them are waiting what right opportunity is there, because people don't know. They buy a property of 5 crores and they don't know what to do with it. Right? This is funny. And Tom, we can discuss. We have Kochi office currently. We have office in Kochi. Yes. But we can obviously, you can discuss with Sakti Vail. Sakti, please wave your hand. So he's the guy. the handsome guy from Chennai. He's the guy who looks after also Kerala. And so Amul is Dombivli, again, very high congested market. Thane is a great market for us. I want to do an office in Thane also. Thane is a world in its own right, and it's going that way. Huge opportunity is growing there. It's just what is happening in that belt is remarkable, right? So that whole space is phenomenal. Bombay, you can have actually 15 offices, and it's so independent to one market to another market. People cannot go. Swaminathan is Chennai. Chennai, obviously, you can meet Sakti, and so Neeraj has the question, what is the growth? So Neeraj, you can do any level. You can do individual, you can be you have team with you, you can build a firm, you can have exclusive territory with you, and you can build a full-blown organization, right? So it's a huge opportunity which is there. Victor, Aurangabad, many projects we're doing, and we would be happy to work with you. You should reach out to Amit. He himself comes from Aurangabad, but now works out of Pune. And so Sid has a question for me. Does the current D2C branding landscape in India's franchise development methodology cross industry, especially consumer products in there? Phenomenal. Very good question. Very, very good question. So Sid, we have already launched world's first digital franchise platform. I don't believe in franchising is not this brick and mortar, right? It's about giving somebody an opportunity which is scalable, and also he can make money on that. So if I can package an opportunity, like I'm taking a lot of D2C brands, I've got a D2C brand. Say, for example, a very unique example I'll give you. There's a company called Chili Beans in Brazil, one of the biggest eyewear company like Lenskart. So I got them in India, and we never opened a big entire thing. We did digital franchise. Somebody is just putting a distribution center and already doing D2C. So D2C is a big focus. Rather, we have full vertical and a full show in Franchise India, which is only D2C. We do the show in Bangalore, and we have full vertical on D2C. And that's a big opportunity. Always would be big opportunity. Actually, franchising, people don't know, is come full circle. Franchising was started by Singer Machine. Singer Machine, the sewing machine, they used to give women a demo machine, and she will go to homes and give demo and then sell franchise sell the machine. And this was for franchise, right? So it was a D2C company. So franchising really started from Singer Machine and a D2C company, and it's come a long way. So good question. What would be the investment that I think Sanjay would take up in his discussion? I have not got the reply. What was the question? Somebody can tell me. Sunam Rajkumar has asked some question. I have not read the question. If anybody can tell me the question, then I can quickly ask. Mumbai Kandivali is a good opportunity. And if you're moving to Indore, I'm looking for an office. We used to franchise India, had direct office in Indore, but now we're looking for an IFC partner. Great market. It's a feeder market to entire MP. Huge infra development, and a great market to be there. Then we have Neeraj. How will you explain how we join hands? That Sanjay would take in his presentation. Guwahati is open for an IFC. We are open for an IFC, but we cannot give exclusivity of Guwahati because we have already one gentleman working on Guwahati. Guwahati, we are doing the show also this month. It's coming there. And I'm in Chennai and Dubai. Vasan, yes, we are also in Dubai. Dubai also, we have office in Business Bay. If you know Dubai well, then we are in the center of Dubai, the downtown area. And I also personally stay in Dubai for 1 or 2 days. It's our global. There's no market like India. Let's be honest. I have offices everywhere in the world, but there's no market like India. But Dubai obviously becomes ease of doing business when you're doing global business. So that's our global office. And we run and operate our global consulting firm from Dubai. Just sheer connectivity convenience. And so somebody's from Kharghar, very again great market. And if you are in the soft skills online training business, very good. So we are already launching one of the largest training companies. Third, yes, Vasan, I'm there. We can meet. If you share your contacts with whoever you are in touch with, then I can be happy to meet you. Fourth, I will not be able to meet you. And Sunam is New Delhi, Noida, and Gurgaon available. And Noida certainly we like to have something, and Gurgaon also we want to have. While we have offices and teams everywhere, Delhi we are headquartered, and we headquartered large infrastructure like 5 people have joined from the same building, but in different offices. So Kanika is sitting on different office, Simon is sitting in different office, I'm sitting in a different office, Sanjay is sitting different. So we have large infrastructure available. We'd like to invite you to our head office. You will see our facilities and understand how we run and operate. So friends, I have taken too much of time, and but I really appreciate you are all great people asking questions. I don't sometimes like, rather I sometimes exit very fast, because if I'm not interacting with people, I feel I'm wasting my time. And I don't want to waste my time and other people's time, because time is our product. I don't have anything else to sell. But you are very interesting, very encouraging to spend time with you. And we really appreciate your taking time out. I'll pass it on to Sanjay. But before I do that, I'll pass it back to Sonia for her last words. And then we can excuse ourselves, and Sanjay and team can take it on from there. So thank you very much. I know I cannot answer all the questions in the first session, but I'm always available to do any one-on-one. Thank you very much. Over to you, Sonia.
Thank you, friends, for joining in. And while there's an important part of today's webinar, I'll request all of you to stay on, which talks about what our model is, how do you make money, what our different offerings are, and what we do overall. So I'll request Sanjay to take care of that. And also I'd like to say I'm very overwhelmed to see the response and the interaction in today's session, and especially the profile which has been shared is amazing. And a lot of the locations which I see the response coming from, we see a very big opportunity in all these cities. Having said that, while some locations we have a bigger participation from our existing partners and also our direct offices in these regions, but still the opportunity is big enough for everybody to come in and leverage. So thank you so much for being with us. Over to you, Sanjay.
And also, before I go, I saw another question. Jimshad Das has asked, what is skill required? Training skills, or I need to have selling skills?
Selling.
Very, very important question. So consulting is not selling. If you ever have to sell consulting, you're out of the game, right? Consulting is actually helping people think better. Consulting is helping people to discover themselves. Rather, when I go on my trips and meet companies, I call it Discovery Day. Why I call it Discovery Day? If I can help people discover themselves better. They have something running in them, right? They come and bounce that ideas to you. And if you're all able to reflect that back with absolutely no intent that you wanted money from their pocket, right? You are going to be a very, very successful consultant. Consultant is actually more giving than taking. Other money is a byproduct. It would happen. Everybody knows you're not working for free. But provided when you're sitting in a meeting, and this is what I teach my team also. They sometimes get it, sometimes they don't get it. Some people are sitting there in the meeting and doing their phone, right? They're not even putting attention to somebody. They're only interested to know when you can sign the check. And they struggle because their interest is only to get a check. They're not even understanding what people are looking at, right? So if you are honest about giving people that same reflection where they can discover themselves better. So that's why I say selection over sales. Sales is not important. Selection is. When you go to joining college, you're selected, right? You're not sold. While you know that they need students, every education institution needs students, right? But you're still selected. Right? Even your kid is getting admission in nursery class and you call for as a parent for an interview, you're nervous. Because now you are also selected for your kid, right? So people like that situation, right? It's like that. And if you're not able to do this, then walk away. Walk away. There is something more meaningful and worthwhile waiting for you. So thank you very much. Thanks for your time, and look forward for meeting some of you. Thank you very much. Varanasi
Thank
is a
you.
good market. I want to do Varanasi. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. And we will take only few slides today because in the interest of time, thank you so much for being so interactive and being patient also with us for an hour or so. So we'll take few slides, and rest all the team members will get in touch, and we'll have a one-on-one meeting with you, one-on-one interaction, where you have more questions and we will give you answers for each and every question you have. So what we offer, let's understand this. We offer you tablet. Tablet would mean first T. T stands for technology. We will have a CRM access for you. We'll create CRM, wherein we'll give you all the database, all the leads in your CRM, and we'll also create a Franchise India domain email address for you. So it will be Franchise India domain email address, which you'll be using in daily businesses with your clients, and so that you are representing Franchise India. So it will be first point wherein it will showcase that you are from Franchise India. A stands for access to infrastructure. Access to infrastructure would mean where we have offices across. You can come, you can use our offices for daily meetings, and also if you want to have a station there in office for a month or so that you can get a lot of training, a lot of interaction, and our team will also help for a joint meeting, joint calls, and that will also help because we support you, so you can come to use our office. B stands for brands. So we have around 1,000 brands ready, which is all for my IFC partners. We'll build your brand portfolio, which needs to be understand well before you join, which is fit for your market, fit for your profile, and we'll have all this brand list ready for you at the time of joining. L stands for leads. So we'll give you leads. So there are 50 guaranteed leads in your CRM every month. These are minimum. These are minimum 50 leads, but we do not charge you for any lead which we are generating for you. Please mind it. So there is a written 200 rupees per lead, but it is not right now for any IFC partner who joins us. It was there earlier, but now after COVID, we are not by asking you to invest any penny for your marketing, for lead generation, or for any branding opportunity for yourself, as you are part of Franchise India. E stands for events. So we have events. We are an event company. So every month, around 25 to 30 events we do, small, big, different sizes. And all these events are available for our IFC partners. We invite brands, we invite investors, and we also fix up venue. It's 5-star hotels. We fix up the venue, and we do all marketing for this. All my IFC partners do come over and get the business out of this event. So it's a meeting point wherein we invite brands, and we also invite investors. I have a one-on-one meeting. That's what consulting business is all about. It's not selling. It's about getting the meeting done and getting the right fitment for each investor. So what you are looking forward, we consult, we advise. We're just doctors, and we understand what is the requirement coming from the investor side, and we help them. We help them to connect with the right brands. And if there's any inquiry which is coming to us, and we will get that inquiry, that brand also for you if they are offering franchisees. T stands for training. So we have 3 days extensive training which we are offering to all our IFC partners in our corporate office. We have just finished this month training program for 3 days, wherein all our IFC partners who are now on board with us, they have come, and all the stayings are with us, pick up, drop, everything is with us. You have to just come to our corporate office 3 days. And next batch also training is now scheduled for next month. So we'll soon announce. So we'll take your time, and if anyone who is joining us, and then we will be asking you to come to our training program in this month, particular October. So this is what tablet stands for, and what is my proposed structure of IFC. I'll take only three slides to give some understanding what is the proposed structure, and absolutely payout structure also for you. So this is a growth ladder. So this ladder shows when you join as an IFC basic, then IFC elite, then IFC pro, IFC master. So this is the growth ladder. When you join and then you want to grow, what's your next growth point? How you want to grow and when you want to grow. So this is how you will select, and you will decide what should be your payout structure, how much you want to earn. You can set up your goals. And if you have 15 lakh rupees revenue in 1 year, and we are into transaction business, we do deals. If you do 15 deals, whichever is coming earlier, you will be upgraded to IFC Elite. So you become IFC Elite, and then simultaneously you will become Pro and Master. But I'll tell you what you will get after becoming Elite and after becoming the Pro or Master. It will entirely change the payout structure. But this is proposed structure. We feel every investor whom we work is unique. Every partner whom we work is unique. So someone is putting more time, as Mr. Maria was talking about 100 hours. This is 100 hours in 1 month. If you're putting 100 hours, then you get X amount business. If you want to make 2X, so you have to put little more time on this. So more time you are putting in, more involved you are, because our ROI is return on involvement and return on intelligence. Every day you get intelligence, every day you get training of new industry, new brand, new product, and simultaneously you're growing faster because you are putting more time into this. So that is what you become my Elite member, and then you become my Pro member. So every month, every day we do deals. We are interacting with brands, investors. The moment deals happen, we do one transaction that will count in your name as one deal, one transaction. If we do multiple transactions for one single brand, also that will be counted separately. And there are some big deals also which we do, big ticket values. If revenue wise you reach out to 15 lakh rupees revenue, so we have a lot of partners with us. In the second month only, they have reached to 15 lakh revenue. You become our IFC Elite member. And then Pro, once you are hitting 50 lakh rupees revenue or 30 deals, and what you are going to get out of this. At base level, you become my 40% partner. And Elite member will get 50% partnership. And Pro partner will get 60% partnership, and Master will become 70% partnership. Now, what does that mean? We have products. We have 4 products, revenue per products, which is investors and brands. One side investors, one side brands. We work these both communities. And investors, when we work, we onboard them. That becomes your IA product, investor acquisition. It is a registration process. When we service, it becomes your investor servicing fees. We charge both. So when we onboard an investor, because we don't work for free, we charge them to become our member. And once these investors who are coming to us, and there is a small fee, then it is an investor acquisition charges, because there's a registration fee which we do first, and then we start servicing, because then we know this is a sure shot deal, and this investor will definitely buy a business from your side. So then we charge an investor servicing fees, and at the same time, whichever franchisee your investor will buy through you, and brand will also pay us. B stands for brand. Brand will also pay us a brand servicing fees. And also there's a 4th product that these brands also can be onboarded by you. That is BD, business development. So when we are doing a brand onboard, it becomes your 20% in all cases, because in this area, you have to only provide us a reference. Then rest of the things we will be doing. You get a reference. If any company you come across, they are looking for expansions in franchising way, you just connect with us. The rest we will do for you. And we are supporting you throughout. And because your service is not there, if you have to make the franchise ready, then we have to involve FranCorp, which we were discussing. They will get all documentation, processes, and systems and SOPs for them, and make them ready for franchise, all the documentation and franchise model, business model. So this is all FranCorp work. And then we'll go for marketing. So what you get as a key account manager, because you have onboarded, you have given us a reference, you get 20% of onboarding fees. Now, what is the commercials involved into this? When we onboard an investor, when we service an investor, and when we onboard a brand. So onboarding an investor is 25,000 rupees, which is minimum charges. We will get from each investor, and then minimum 50,000 they will pay us as a servicing fees. And brand side, it depends on deal to deal. Suppose it's a lowest ticket value, around 8-10 lakh rupees. So we charge minimum 1 lakh rupees from the brand also. And rest, it goes to 2 lakh, 3 lakh, 5 lakh. And in some cases, we have 25-30 lakh rupees also brand servicing fees, which is coming to Franchise India. So you get 40% on all these products. Like 25,000 rupees, if you multiply by 10, you do a 10 investor onboard in a month, it becomes 25 into 10, that becomes 2.5 lakh. You get 40%, which is 1 lakh. And once you start service, they will get business from you time to time. And each one of them will pay you 50,000 rupees each investor. That becomes 50 into 10, 5 lakh. You again get 40 lakh. I'm just putting an example. You can calculate accordingly because there is no target, no setting from our side that you have to put this much in this month. It's your wish. You can do 5 investors registration. You can do 20 also. It's open. But we do a joint calls with you. We help you to do that. Every sport we will give you. So then BS, suppose we are talking about as an average, if 2 lakh rupees each brand will give us, all these 10 investors buy business from you, all these 10 deals will get you minimum of, let's say example, 2 lakh rupees each. It becomes you 10 into 2 lakh, 20 lakh, you get 40%, which is 8 lakh. It's a great business, great, highly rewarding for some who are putting in time, who are involved in those, who become intelligent, who get training every day, right? And then you can reach out to investor and give them an understanding that how I can build a business for you. I can choose a right business opportunity for you. Brand onboarding, we have 4 formats, starting from 7.5 lakh to 15 to 40 and 75 lakh respectively. So depending on the services, what brand is looking forward from us. If we charge, let's take example of the minimum of 7.5 lakh, you get 20% of 7.5 lakh. But you don't have to do anything. You have to just refer us. Rest we will do. And when you take brand on board and we do a contract with them and start servicing, when you sell a franchisee for the same brand, that will become your BS. Again, you will get a business success fees, which is 40% of the success fees which has been decided. Brand will pay us at the time of onboarding. Similarly, at 50%, 60%, 70%, so please understand, if you become master, you take 70%, we take 30%. We still continue giving you all these things, which is at base level. All brands, all business opportunities which are there with us. We are giving you investors. We'll do joint calls. We'll do events. We will do all marketing for you. And you get 70% on this. You have no investment in 70%. We have all investments in 30%, which we get, and 20% for each business development, brand onboarding for each case in each, in the each. So from lead steps side of it, as I said, there's a 50 minimum leads, it will increase. But when we start creating a brand portfolio for you, for each brand you drive, we'll give you extra leads for the brand. We'll do campaign, we'll do advertisement, and we'll generate leads. And these leads will be given to you for each brand. So there is no limit to those brand leads that will be given to you, but minimum 50 investor leads in your CRM each month, that's guaranteed. Now, who can be our IFC partner? What is the criteria for that? So there's a license fees one time, and which we have already changed, and we have changed revised the structure, but there's an old structure which we are providing till month end, that is 4.5 lakh plus GST. This is the only one-time investment license fees to become Franchise India partner, and then you don't have to see back, and no investment throughout. 3 years will be the first agreement, and then the renewal will take place, and you don't have to invest during these 3 years anything on your building yourself as a brand, investing on the marketing, lead generation, events, and all. Everything would be done by Franchise India. So this is the only license fees and registration fees. But what is the process? Process is very simple, because after this webinar, our team will get in touch with you, understand your profile, understand where from you are coming in. Any question you have, we'll answer, and then there will be a joint call. We'll come on the call. If we shortlist and you shortlist us, we shortlist you, then there is a 10-minute interaction with our chairman, as we discussed, and that's a selection call, both sides, wherein we will finalize, and then it will be taken over, and then we'll invite you for the training which is happening in our corporate office, and simultaneously we'll start building up your portfolio, and then drive the brands with you and drive the deals with you. So as we have taken enough time today, so I'll not take much time, but before signing off, a big thank you to each member who have joined us today, because you have listened us patiently. Webinars are all one-sided, so we have no other side where you can talk to us, but after the webinar, you can definitely have a discussion with us. And a big thank you from my all team members who are there on the panel, and from my side, from Franchise India side, and look forward to have discussion with each one of you. Till then, thank you, be safe, and look forward to have association with each one of you. Thank you very much.